Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everybody. Today is November 15th, 2016, and welcome back to another exciting episode of The Rail. Let's get quickly into school news for today, as it'll be the shortest segment. There's a full week this week, and it's going to be the only one. Next week is actually Thanksgiving week, so there will only be 3 days of school as compared to this week's 5. Our Mike, Your Night is a senior project that's hosted by Jacob McKee. It'll be happening this Friday. Be sure to go if you feel like you have something to share with people. Got a story, got a poem, anything. Now, let's actually get to the big story for today. Obviously, what happened on Tuesday was, in some people's minds, a travesty, and in other people's minds, the greatest day of their life. Trump won the Electoral College, if you for some reason don't know, in a big victory, and he actually did lose the popular vote. A lot of people are super upset about this, and upset about the election in general. Here's the section of the show where I get into my opinion on this. This is the bottom line. Trump won the election. That's just the way it works. People are usually only upset at the Electoral College when it doesn't really work for them. So being upset at the Electoral College now, when it's been doing the same exact thing to Al Gore and so many other presidents in the past, is kind of just fallacious. And I'm not really all that scared of him. I don't think he'll be able to change all that much. There's no way he's going to get something like a wall built. Senate still exists. There's 3 branches of government that he has to go through until he can actually get something passed. So all those people out there who are really afraid of Donald Trump as their president, you really don't have much to be afraid of. Being the person that I am, I decided to write a short essay on how I feel about the election, and I think I'd like to read you an excerpt from that right now. Between these two political giants, I stand as a mediator. I tell those around me to stop bickering, to calm down, and to understand that the country isn't going to turn on its head. However, neither listen, and as fate would have it, no lesson is learned from our conversation. Those to the right bring flags for their candidate to brag to the losing side, and the one on my left marches in the streets of Portland, primed to cause dismay, discord, and chaos in an effort to enact some form of change. Change that is inevitably non-existent. No presidential-elect should be ousted from the position simply because the opposing side does not agree. Our current elect is indeed a special case, but we must give him our trust for the betterment of the nation. Close to half of the voter base chose him, and we must respect the view of those people. Though the Electoral College blurred the results somewhat, a large part of our country seeks change through the presidential-elect, and this outcome, to many, is outstanding. Essentially, I liken this election to a simple situation: a child on a sidewalk. America walks forward, albeit slowly, down this walkway. In electing this candidate, the country has taken a step forward, yet tripped along the way. We've taken a misstep. To use a simple colloquialism, we're off on the wrong foot. This, however, does not invalidate the step forward itself. The country voted for an inconsistent, misinformed, loudmouth candidate, all in the hopes that the political corruption in this country would slow. This is where I find hope in as bleak an election this is for some. Progress, the country can agree, is a solid plan. In electing this man, we have pragmatically moved one line further down the sidewalk, despite the crooked misstep we've taken to get there. The next 4 years will not be the dark ages of the country, nor will it be heaven on earth. The country will resume business as usual, with the political sine curve we ride entering another repeating phase. Standing where I do, I am interested to see what the future holds. Where will such an outlandish candidate take us? All I know, being a simple student from Oregon, is that we should not fight one another over this decision. We should, as a nation, count our blessings and see the intent of those around us. All people want to see is this country thriving. Where we differ is in our plan to do so. Have some faith in those around you, and trust that the country, in taking this small step, is closer to perfection as a result. My opinions on the actual election aside, there were actually protests in Portland that are really off the hook, and if you're thinking about doing a protest here at Century, or just in general, I would strongly advise you not to do it, especially at Century, because the vote won't change. Of course, if you want to express your discontent, and that's all you want to do, and that's what you think you're going to be achieving, then tell me to shut up. Tell me that you don't care. Let me know what you think. If you're not hurting anybody else, then you have the absolute right to do what you want to do with your life, but I just don't think that protesting in the streets will get much change, especially when those protests turn into riots like they had in the past few days. So off of that extremely politically charged topic, let's move on to senior update for today. Bring it back together. Remember that college sign-ups are still extremely important. We still have a while until college sign-up deadlines come up, but still, it's very important for you to do. Senior projects should get started up pretty soon. If you're a senior and you don't have your senior project started already, you are running behind. You should really get things going, get a proposal made, get some sign-ups from your teachers, get some things going, get some ideas rolling, get your senior project started soon. Because as far as senior project night is from today, it will pounce on you, trust me. Time is moving really fast for us seniors. Anyway, thank you guys for listening to me. Thank you for listening to my brief political rant for today. Again, if you like my podcast, leave a like on this video. If you want to tell me how I'm doing, you want to give me some counter ideas, I'm totally open to changing my opinions on the protests, on the election, on anything. Please let me know in the comments. I'm definitely open to changing my opinions given new evidence. So leave a comment down below, all the more encouragement to do so. You can follow me on Twitter at CHSTheRail. You can subscribe for more if you like it. Thank you for spending a little bit of your day with me, and I will see you guys on Thursday.